Are you ready for it?
Hey. I know you can't see me real good. This is what we call a moonlight video. It won't be very long. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I didn't sleep very good last night at all. If I did any. I don't think I did. Because, and I'm just gonna share this with, I've been thinking about it all day and all night. And finally I decided before I go to bed, maybe it'll help me just get it off my mind now. Put it to rest for another year. Maybe if I share it with you guys, because there's always somebody else going through similar things. But here's what it is. It's basically, as you know, today was April 1st, April Fool's Day, and it's just not a good, I do not like April Fool's Day. And I know it's probably silly and I need to get over it, but I can't, it just still just, it nags at me. I'll explain why. Basically, my father, I did not have, well, so I didn't have a good relationship with him. I didn't really have a relationship, period, with him. He was probably one of the, if not the smartest, most talented man. Very handsome, blue eyes. He was a ladies' man, but man I've ever known. He was in politics and but he was mean. It's just that's just all there is to it. He was just a mean person, and he was a big guy, and so I was scared of him. And anyway, so basically, when he died, which has been like, I was trying to think how long ago that had been. It was a long time ago, like at least 35 years ago, long time ago. My kids were all just little, and I just remember I was taking a bath when I got the call that he was gone, and I didn't expect myself to even care, but it just, you know what, you can't, it still does, because at the end of the day, he was still my father, and at the same time, it was also, because we weren't speaking, okay, um, and, but I always had in the back of my mind that maybe someday we would maybe at least to come to some kind of a agreement, or I don't know, something, So it was like, it was final. It was just all finalized when he passed away, because that meant I'd never be able to make things right, and I don't know if I could have anyway, because there was just too many unknowns in my mind about things that have happened, and I'm not going to go into, like, all that, but, and like I said, I just didn't like him. I mean, okay, I'll be honest with you. At the time, I used to say that I hated him, which I don't say that now, because it's not nice. Turn me. So anyway, so yeah, so he died on April Fool's Day, and it was like, I guess this is why I don't like. Well, basically, I mean, that's why I don't like April Fool's Day, because he died on that day, but also because it's just the way it went down. Because, um, like, my stepmom was calling, like, different people to let them know, and it was like all these people, which, I mean, you can't blame them, but still at the same time, they were like thinking it was an April Fool's Day joke. You're telling them that, he died, and they're like, oh, funny, and it's like, no, that's not that's not funny. It's not a April Fool's joke, and why would anybody even think that? So basically, it's ever since then, I don't do April Fool's jokes because I don't know, because I'm a baby, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, today it's just one of those, it's just like on the day that my September 29th, day my mom died. I hate that day. I just can't, that whole day, I can't wait till it's over. And it's for different reasons, because I love my mom so much, and I miss her so much, but I mean, her birthday's hard for me too. It's like, you know what? I just realized that I couldn't even tell you when my dad's birthday is. But I mean, he wasn't, I didn't have a mother-daughter hump. Didn't have a mother-father. No. I don't know how to talk. Huh. Did not have a father-daughter relationship. I see all these, not all, but I see a lot of these like videos on TikTok or YouTube where the dads, they're doing special things with their daughters, and it's like I have no idea what that would be like. But it's like, man, every little girl and woman should have a dad, not a father, a dad like that. And I wish they did. And I know there's other women out here. I know somebody that might listen to this. You're going to know exactly where I'm coming from. You feel cheated. And it's like your dad, for a little girl, your dad's, or your father, your dad, whatever, is the first man who you have a relationship with. And they teach you how a man should treat you. They should teach you how to feel about to believe in yourself and all that. You know, my dad, instead of making me feel worthy and like I was special and any of that, he would compare me and my sister to everybody else. His friends' kids, the neighbors' kids. I mean, it didn't matter. Just they were always better. And it's like, you don't do that to your children. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject, but that does kind of help explain why this day is not. So, and I just kind of wanted to point out that not everybody does April Fool's jokes, so keep that in mind. I kind of tried to stay off Facebook today because I kept seeing all these April Fool's jokes. It's like, none of them were funny to me because I'm pouting today. Anyway, I just, if you're out there and you're going through something, the loss of a loved one, or having a day where you're remembering a loved one that you lost, I understand. It can be hard. Tomorrow's a new day, though. Yeah, and just like this, it proves that they say time heals, but yeah, it gets easier, but some things, time, doesn't get rid of everything. But this is just one day of the year. It's not like I'm not bothered any other day of the year, but I mean, yes, like I said, I'll see things like videos of, daddies with their daughters and everything, and it makes me happy. I'm so happy for these little girls. It's just like, oh my gosh, they'll be doing dances together and just different things. So I wonder where this man, he wrote a song for his daughter, and oh my gosh, and he started singing it to her. She realized it because I guess she knew he was writing a song for her, and I think he didn't start singing. He played it. He made a tape of it, and he started playing it, and she was in the back seat. And all of a sudden, she realized that that was her song from him that he had been telling her he was writing, and it was just the sweetest thing. She started crying and the happy tears, and it's just my heart just melted. And but yeah, so if you're a dad, please, I don't care how old your child is, and boy or girl, but make sure they know that you think they, are the greatest, that they hung the moon, and spend time with them. Just do special things for them, just like I have, and I still have it. No, well, two things. I have a hat, a blue jean hat, even though I never wore it, but it's still something my dad brought home one day when I was a little girl, and I still have that. And then as an adult, he had went to Las Vegas because he was in the Navy. I'm a Navy brat, and so as he got older, he had a RV, and he would travel all around. He would visit his Navy buddies and stuff. But anyway, so he had went to Las Vegas, and from Circus, he brought me this itty bitty little clown riding on one of those wheels from Circus. At the time, I was still fairly young, where I didn't really know that much about Las Vegas or Circus, but now I know what it is, so I think it's even more cool that, I have it. But yeah, I've said that, but those are the only two things I ever remember, other than a pair of pajamas when I was which they kind of creeped me out. He brought them they were like silk, and they were kind of like, they just weren't appropriate for a little girl. And I was very uncomfortable wearing them. But he insisted. He got mad that I didn't want to wear them. Other than that, those three things are the only thing I remember him ever buying from me. He just didn't do that. So the two things that I do have that he did buy for me, I still have. And anyway, well, I just wanted to share that. I'm sure most of you, this won't be anything you're interested in, but like I said, if there's just one person that gets anything out of this, then it was worth my time doing it. Besides, like, if you saw my short the other day, a little snippet I took out of one of my videos, I told you, you're my therapist. So I'm on the couch right now. This is actually a bed, but like to say, I'm laying on the couch and I'm telling you my problems. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get some sleep tonight. Tomorrow is a busy day. Got stuff going on. I'm gonna help a friend, and yeah, it'll be a good day. So I'm glad this day's over. No more April Fool's Day. Alright, well, y'all, thanks for listening if you did, and next video will be a happy video, okay? Alright, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I got a contest going on when I reach 1,002. I don't know why I always have to dance when I say that. Woo-hoo, 1,002. Okay, I'm going now. Sorry it's dark, I'm just, like I said, this is, even though it's not the moonlight, it's a light, but this is a moonlight chat. I like to name the chats. Okay, I'm going now. Okay. See you later. Bye.